So what is going on, guys? NativeBrace93 here with another video, and I have a very exciting application that I want to show you guys. So if you guys are looking for a productivity app, a to-do list app, a collaboration, internal video chat, internal collaboration app, then look no further than Taskade, right? So Tascade, I've been using it for about 2 weeks now, and it's been unreal. I would kind of equate Tascade as more of a task manager versus a to-do list because it's got a lot of the same things that you would get from like a Monday.com, a Notion. It's a little bit more than a Todoist application, right? It's more than just a to-do list. And I'm gonna show you guys how I use it, why I love it so much, and why I think it's worth you guys getting into, especially because you know what? It's free. There is a paid version of it, but for the most part, I believe 90% of the people that use this application, especially as a single user, can get away with just running the free version and really upping their productivity, guys. So let's get right into it. Let's talk about how I use Taskade and how it's kind of improved my workflow and efficiency when it comes to this channel. So let's get right into it. So like I mentioned, guys, today we're going to go over Taskade. Taskade is a task manager, like you guys can see it in the name, and I want to walk you guys through exactly what it is, how I use it, and how I think it's going to be beneficial to you guys, because I don't know about most of you, but my life is a mess, and being able to kind of organize all of my tasks, all of my to-dos, you know, whether it is professional or personal, is amazing to have here. And not only that, being able to share it and collaborate, especially when there's projects that involve more than one person, which I'm going to show you guys right here. So this is Taskade's dashboard, right? Very simple, very pretty colors. I love how everything is kind of like pastel-y, very bubbly, and it's just kind of a pleasure to use, which I really like. And I'm gonna actually put it in the dark mode because you guys know me. I like all my stuff to be in dark mode. And as you guys can see, boom, it switched me to dark mode. But what I want to walk you guys through is exactly how it benefits me and how I'm able to kind of get stuff done, right? So the thing that I've been living in is the team workspace. So what I want to walk you guys through first is this demo that they give you when you first log in. Like I said, it's free. I just used my Gmail to log me in. You can sign in through Apple Sign In your Apple ID. That's also cool. But in a nutshell, it's a task manager, a to-do list manager with a bunch of different cool additives, right? So this kind of shows you exactly how to use it. You can drag the button on the left to change the task order of everything. So I'm moving this one down. You can mention people, have different tags for projects. So here, you can just press tab to indent and it puts it under there. You can press shift tab to go back and make it a title again, but I'm gonna keep it like that. And like it says here, shift plus tab to outdent, so it brings it back as a normal menu item, right? And then you have this little unfold and fold button, so you can check this in the progress bar at the top. As you guys can see right here, this little progress bar, it shows you you're 12% complete. Check those off, all of a sudden, 37% complete. And then on top of that, on the right-hand side, you can see all the different activities that have been done by me, right? So this is kind of like an ongoing summary of all the different things that have been touched on with this different task manager or with this project, right? So you have different superpowers on here. You can customize the view of how you're viewing the project, which I'll show you guys in a second with my actual one. You can set reminders, you can assign it to different people, because like I said, this is a collaboration tool. This is built for people to use within a team ecosystem, even though you can very efficiently use it as a single user, which is how I mostly use it, even though there is a second person that I do have on here that'll help me get my task done. So that's the beauty of it. You can even attach different files, icons, pictures, videos, links, all done directly from here, right? So you can add a due date, assign it, add comments, and right here is where you can attach files. And then again, like I mentioned, here's the multiplayer function, quote unquote, which is basically just how you collaborate with people. And just like any other cloud service, it updates in real time. You guys should have seen it earlier. I'm gonna have another video talking about the desktop version. But pretty much as I was typing in what I was doing, before I even finished that same word, the word would come up on my iPad Pro, which is awesome, right? And then I'm also going to show you guys their templates, right? They have a ton of templates that you can automatically download, and they're ready for you guys to use in order to really just kind of, again, make everything super efficient for you guys. So I'm going to get out of this little intro on how to use Taskade because I want to show you guys how I use it, right? So I created a project, right, a to-do list for the week of November 30th, which is this week. And you guys can see that it's been assigned to me because I'm the one that created it. I assigned it to myself, boom, right there. You can assign a due date for the whole thing, which I haven't done because for the entirety of this to-do list, I don't know when I'm gonna finish it. But you'll see that I actually added scheduled calendar dates for some of these projects, right? So as you guys can see, if you guys have seen my channel, on November 30th, we dropped the why I'm returning the iPhone 12 Pro Max video. And in that, there was a A-roll section that I needed to record, B-roll, I needed to edit it, upload it, and then publish it. You guys saw that. It was done on the November 30th date. Boom, done. Gotta love it. And you can see that the progress bar up here shows that it's 30% completed, right? So I'm gonna undo these to show you guys how it kind of happens in real time. But for instance, this is the Andor wallet review, or Andor sent me a bunch of goodies to review, touch on, and I kind of did it within an everyday carry video. So here you can see that I finished the A roll. You can see the checklist is going up. Finished the B roll. I sent it to the editor because the editor actually edited this one for me. I approved it. I uploaded. I published it. The thumbnail has been done, and it will be ready by 8 a.m. December 1st. So I'm gonna check that off, and you guys can see that I'm done with that. And now I'm at 38% completed. That's 2 videos done for this week, which is awesome, right? And then I have my other ones which are still pending, right? These are still videos that I haven't recorded. As you guys can see, with the Taskade one, I got familiar with the software. I already did the A roll. We're currently doing the overlay recording, and then we're gonna have to edit it, upload it. I already did the thumbnail, so that's perfect. And you guys can see that again, my task up here, 50%. So it's almost gamifying your to-do list, which I love, right? So this is just the list view, and you can continue to add more and more. But for instance, here's my full desktop setup video that I haven't even added subfolders to or subcategories. So all I do is I press enter, press tab, and all of a sudden I have a bunch of stuff to do underneath here. So I still have to do the A roll for this one, the B roll for this one. I still have to edit it and so forth, right? So this kind of shows you exactly where I am, and it shows me where I am throughout the week, and see if I'm ahead of schedule, right? So for right now, I'm kind of ahead of schedule. I already have one video published on Monday, the Tuesday video is ready to go, and now I have to get these other videos done for the remainder of this week. And stay tuned for this one, guys. This full Madden 21, freaking awesome. But what I did want to also touch on is the different ways you can view it, right? A lot of people don't like this list view, and they can actually change it up. So I can go into a board view, which kind of, again, breaks down everything per different task inside of that to-do list. So you can see every single one has its own little block. You can change it to a action one, which this also kind of just looks like a list view to me. You know, nothing too different. I don't really use that one, but one that I really do like is this mind map. So this mind map gives you a super cool visual of where everything is at, how everything is progressing, and you can kind of just scroll through it. As you can see on the top, it just goes by date, right? November 30th, December 1st, December 2nd, December 4th, so on and so forth. And I like how you can just add to this. And for instance, if I wanted to add something to the thumbnail section, drag this over. So you can see that that's been added in there, and I can continue to add ones as I see fit. And if I go out of here, go back to the list view, then you can see that right here inside of this project, I added a new little task right here, the top-down shot taken. So if you go back into the mind map, like I said, it's a really, really cool view for you to get in there and kind of see everything at a glance and kind of scroll through in a visually pleasing way. And that's the thing with these task managers, right? There's a lot of task managers that kind of do the same thing, but the whole thing is how much fun do you have doing your work? And that's what this does, right? It's like a pleasure to look at, a pleasure to see. You know, you got the water in the background and all that cool stuff, right? And the last view that you have here is organization chart, which basically breaks it down as if this is an org chart, which it isn't, right? So I don't use that view at all. The two views that I use are the list and the mind map. List is usually when I'm creating the list, and then once it's done and I'm just going through my week, I used the mind map, and that's how I did it last week. And so far, it's been freaking awesome, guys. So I'm gonna go back to the regular home screen. Again, this is back to the dashboard, and again, this is the view that you get. And what's cool about it is that you can see how far along I am with each project that we have here. So you can see that for the to-do list for the week of November 30th, you can see that I'm a little less than halfway done with it, which is awesome. And then the last thing that I did want to touch on right here is if you go into your little menu, click on the templates button, it brings you to this downloadable templates kind of section, right? And Tascade works the same way all these other portals work. You can download pre-created templates to make your life a little bit easier so you don't have to customize your template, right? So for instance, like I said, this is for both personal and professional use. So if I wanted to find one that I really liked, the work from home checklist, I can view this template, gives you the basics. You can see a little bit of information here. It gives you a demo also on top just to kind of see how it's done. And if I press add to templates into the team workspace, all of a sudden it takes me to Taskade.com, and you can see that the work from home checklist, essential tips for working from home, it kind of just gives you everything that they see, and then on top of that you can just start adding whatever you want on there. So for instance, you see that they have their own basics section, right? The remote collaboration tools to be able to do what you need to do. And then also right here, staying healthy, open it up. Make sure you get dressed, make sure that you get, make sure you organize your day. So these are all different templates that you can use. And if I go back to the templates, these are all different ones that you can use. Again, whether it is a grocery list or a startup meeting, a team agenda, meeting topics, an event planner. So You have a bunch of different categories to choose from, and they're all on the left-hand side, and they're just awesome to use, guys. And then the next thing I want to show you guys is that you can actually invite people to join your team, right? So you just invite people by their email, let them be an editor, and all of a sudden you can start collaborating with them. Now if I go into My Tasks, go again right here, hit the list view, and then I click on this little chat icon right here, it opens up the chat, right? So if anybody else is in here, right, I can type in, hey, @Fern, did you get this done? That will immediately let everybody in the group know, like, hey, @Fern, did you get this project done already? Kind of calling them out a little bit, make sure you get it done. And even then, you can even start a call right here, which is amazing. I'm gonna end the call because I don't really want to do that. But you can see that you can start a call, not only a voice call, but a video call as well. So again, this is all free collaboration tools. So you can make sure that people get their work done, keep them accountable, call them straight directly from here, video chat them directly from here. And there's just a bunch of different things that Tascade is gonna continue to evolve to be. So far, I'm a huge fan of Tascade. I'm gonna see where it goes and kind of see how much better it can get. And I did want to show you guys some of the differences that come with the paid versus the free. The only real difference that I can notice is the file size, which is not the how many files you can have in the system. It's basically the size of the shareable and upload file that you can put into Tascade. So basically it lets you put in 5 megabyte images and less. With the paid version, you can do 250 megabyte images and videos and things like that. But at the same time, you can just share links, and that's the same thing, it'll take people there. The other thing that I did notice is that you do get priority support with the paid version, and then these are the coming soon features from Tascade. And like I said, the advanced reporting, advanced permissions, you know, the 2FA for a little more security. So at the end of the day, you get a little more security from Tascade for the paid version, but I definitely recommend trying the free version out first because you get 95% of all the features, guys. So that's Tascade in a nutshell, and definitely stay subscribed because I'm going to be walking through more and more of these and kind of deep dive as much as I can. It's going to be the first link in the description below, guys. But let's get out of this view and go back to the normal view. So as you guys saw, I use Tascade mostly as a to-do list and a collaboration tool. I have so many things going on that having something like Tascade is amazing, right? Being able to see what I have to do, when it's due, what things I have to do for each project and what is left over. For example, I showed you the to-do list that I have with all the different types of footage that I need to edit it. Also bring in a second person that actually edits my videos for me. So it's an amazing thing to just collaborate on, right? And be able to see how far along we are with a certain project, when to expect it to be done by, and then also see what you have in the pipeline going forward, right? So that's why I really like it. It just makes it a little bit easier for me to see everything at a glance, be able to see what's coming up, what I've done, and pretty much just kind of organize my life and instead of just having everything all over the place, guys. So highly recommend Tascade if you guys are looking for a task manager, a to-do list, application, a collaboration tool, because again, it's free, and even if you collaborate with other people, you can still use all of the services for free, guys. But it's free right now. There's going to be a $5 paid version, and it's also you can get an enterprise level version of Tascade, which you have to give them a call to get a quote if you guys want to use it as your all-in-one CRM or your all-in-one task manager for all of your teams. Because like I said, it's very similar to Monday.com, and Monday.com is very expensive, guys. And I love the UI. The UI is very playful. I love the pastel colors, and it's a pleasure to use. And that's what I like to get out of my applications, right? I want them to A, do what they say they're gonna do, B, solve a problem, and then 3, just be a pleasure to use, right? I like to use my iPad Pro over a laptop because it's more fun, it's more pleasurable to use, and it doesn't feel like I'm doing work. Same thing with Tascade, right? It's an application that makes me feel like I'm getting work done, but like in a fun way, right? It's a little bit different than most of the productivity applications that I see. So highly recommend checking it out. It'll be in the link in the description, guys. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time.